And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
All right, Lyle, it's time to hop into a time machine of sorts, but we're in the future. We're back to the future, Lyle. We were just talking right before stream. Why does it seem so weird here? I don't know, my lighting's weird, but whatever. What's going on, dude? We're going back to the future because...
Am I lighting weird now, too? Jeez.
I don't know what's going on, dude. Times are changing. Days are weird. Times are later. Who knows what's happening anymore?
Why am I so bright right now?
You're so bright and I'm so not bright. But, Lyle, it's because the sun is shining on you because you're a beautiful person. You're a beautiful man. Good start. Good start here.
You know what? But I'm at the usual. I need to.
Man, now Lyle's tweaking. But what's up, guys? Welcome to the live show. What's going on? We're playing some epic card game today. And Lyle has never been in the epic card game before. I did this. Last time I did this was on release day for it. Good game from White Wizard Games. I did it on mobile. I did it on my old iPad mini, which is still hanging on from like the beginning of Crit Camp days right here. This thing is still alive. I don't even know how. I think they actually reissued this mini size, I think.
Geez, I can't even remember. I think my iPad mini is in a drawer, in a junk drawer somewhere.
Nice.
It's from 2014. I don't think I've turned it on since maybe 2018.
yeah, it's the original one, dude. It's the original one.
Yeah.
But I played this on there because it was not coming out until after our go live time on Steam. So I played it release day before Steam release. Today we'll be playing it on Steam. It's the free.
Yeah. It's free, guys. It's free on Steam.
Lyle just ran the tutorial for the first time. It's free on Steam. It's free on iOS. It's free on Android. It's free across all the
I literally
platforms.
ran the tutorial like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So how would you describe the game, Lyle? As like just running the tutorial, what would you describe Epic Card Game as a new player?
It's like Magic Light. It's
Magic Light. Okay.
It's very mechanically simple to like similar to Magic. So if you have played Magic before, then you should be able to jump into this game much easier. There's a few differences. Instead of a mana sort of system, you have a gold system. But unlike, let's say, Keyforge, and unlike Hearthstone, where you can't do anything on your opponent's turn, there are different phases of your turns, and you are able to use what Magic would consider instants, right?
Yeah.
So you have that sort of thing, but the attacking blocking mechanism feels very Magic-like as well, where you can attack your enemy. You as the defender get to choose what you defend or block or let that damage through, and so it's a little bit different than the way Keyforge and Hearthstone works. But there you go. Oh, is Kevin in chat, dude?
Oh yeah, so he gets a new computer and now he pops into chat. Yeah,
I know. Kevin gets a new computer. Now he's back.
Yeah, he's back. Great.
Yeah.
Is Monty's important question is, of course, will it let to connect to? Yeah, but
this is the important question.
Lately, it's the important question because this game is free, and there's been a lot of free games and a lot of discounted games coming out on Steam. This has been at free for a while. This came out, I think, months ago. I forget what day I played it, but there's a lot of free stuff now because everyone's quarantined at home. A lot of companies are doing their part to give out free copies of games, free things. We've been kind of mixing our schedule around with what's available for you guys at a good price, giving away a lot of stuff, which there's a giveaway running right now, don't forget. But what's happening is on the back end of those games, the servers are getting slammed. And a lot of these games are realizing that, oh my gosh, like there's a lot of problems with our online system. And we talked about this at PAX Unplugged, learned a lot from the Evolution makers over at North Star when they made their first digital game, that like there's things you don't even think about when you're so deep into making these games on the back end. It's a huge challenge.
Well, I mean, it's especially, well, it was really great to hear North Star talking about that, bringing in North Star, because they were taking that stuff in house, right? And so there's a difference between being a game designer and then being a back end game programmer, and server side maintenance. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Completely different fields. And so there was like sort of that learning strategy about like what's really going on. And a lot of people are sort of getting slammed right now because when you're designing games, and it seems like when you're designing games and you're putting it out, I mean, you're not exactly designing your back end for like absolute worst case scenario, right? You're kind of, you design it towards like an average case of use, and so now at this point, when everyone is logging in and everyone's slamming your servers, it wasn't meant to run that way, from their, I guess, back end design perspective,
Right.
when everything was good.
Right, right. And it throws a lot of wrenches into the system. So, yes,
Yeah.
that is a question, is Marty. I mean, these games that
Yeah.
were working great multiplayer are now kind of bugging out for people. And they're like, what the hell? Ah! Or it's hard to get on things. I mean, hey, even games that have been up for years online that are online based, like Rocket League, for instance. Dude, I'm hitting issues with Rocket League. I mean, because so many people are playing it across the board.
Yeah.
So, dude, we got to be a little patient and be a little forgiving, I think, and then maybe try a different game if it's bugging out on you.
Yeah.
So today, yes,
I mean, we're not Animal Crossing people.
no, but that's
but we did talk about a little bit when it released, you know. So I don't know, like, was it? I mean, everyone's like playing on a.
I mean, that's Nintendo,
online?
man.
Are people playing on a server?
Yeah,
I
people
don't
are
really
playing
know
online.
Animal Crossing. But I'm just wondering if anything happened with them and
Yeah.
server crashing and stuff, or
Yeah.
or are they too big? Are they
Yeah.
too big to fail?
Hold on, someone's knocking at my door.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You
so
play your game in your room.
so
Daddy's gonna play his
two
game in
things.
this room.
Two things. One, yeah, speaking of Nintendo, I mean, I tried Tetris 99 now that we have online available to us, and my son's been playing a ton of Nintendo games from SNES and NES. That's where he's been spending most of his time. During this, we've decided we're going to start playing 2-player Mario 3 and have been grinding through
nice,
that.
dude.
I've been mostly blowing his mind with my Mario 3 skills that I've acquired over the last 30-some odd years of playing Mario 3.
You speedrunning on him, dude? You speedrunning?
No, so we're doing it together, but what happens is he plays a level, you know, he's getting good. He's getting a lot better at Mario type games. And, you know, I'm like, here's this secret. Oh, got the flute, got the next flute. Oh, look, we can warp to the last world.
Nice.
Nope, no warping. He's like, let's do it. I was like, nope, no cheats, dude. We're playing every single level.
Yeah, no cheats.
And I will show you where all the
grind it
coins
out.
are. I will show you extra life. So ultimately, like, he's Luigi. So he'll die and have to continue back, and then I have to redo his levels he beat. What's great about the Nintendo Switch is on these classic systems you can save. I forgot what they call them. As Madi knows, or anyone in the Switch users, they call them like they're almost like I don't know, flashes. You can take save points. You can make save points, scenarios or something like that. So you can save your game like you used to not be able to do back in the day on Super Nintendo and Nintendo. So you can like take a snapshot of where you are. And then if you die and lose all your lives, let's say in Mario 1 on NES, you can go back to that point. You can say, oh, I want to load back from this point. So that's pretty cool. So we've been doing that, and that's been a lot of fun, and that's great. But Tetris 99, I started playing the other night. I played it for like 2 hours, dude. I got sucked into it.
What?
Yeah, because I know this was like a hot game for people, and they got obsessed with Tetris 99, which is free when you get Switch Online, like when you pay like the $7 a month or whatever it is, or even less. You get Tetris 99 for free, and you
It's like
play
$20 a year.
So if you're not familiar with Tetris 99, which I'd be surprised, Lyle, I don't think you really are. It's Tetris, but there's a few little mechanics that change. But the biggest thing is it's Tetris mixed with a battle royale style game. So like Tetris meets You're a Tribute.
Oh, so Tetris, but every few minutes the circle gets smaller.
Yeah, the circle doesn't get smaller. In a sense, it does. But what you're doing is when you get rid of 2 or more lines, it throws someone else trash lines. So it messes with 99 other people. And so you have to be the last man standing. The best I've done is 9th place, which isn't so bad. Otherwise, I'm usually in the top, or I usually in like the bottom half. Because like, dude, people are nuts. And it's like, talk about like just Tetris masters and understanding the battle portion of Tetris and like being dude, it's insane. It's insane, but it's really fun. Second thing, yes, I am daddy daycare today. I was daddy teacher for the first 3 hours of the day. Daddy daycare, taking care, playing outside, hanging out with kids. Awesome. And then also, daddy lift the heavy furniture for baby girl coming in a week. I lifted a huge chair, a huge recliner up the stairs. So my arms are like this right now.
Yep.
And again, we talked about this off air at one point. I am like so lucky I didn't throw out my back.
Yeah.
I was like this close,
totally.
this close. As I was halfway up that stairwell and I had a giant recliner falling back on me. And I was like, it's either going to end or I'm going to get to the top of these stairs.
I'm telling you, I mean, this is, I mean, you guys remember, I mean, I haven't done it in like, gosh, like it's been like 8 months since I didn't land my last construction job. But yeah, it would be like, I was like, I'm in like my upper 30s. It's like, why am I doing construction and lifting heavy things up and down stairs right now? Like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, what am I? Like, I should have done this like 15 years ago.
Dude, it's true. But the thing is, you end up like, now that we're home and quarantined, you're finding things to do, and those things to do are like, I'm gonna use this really sharp circulating saw to cut a hole in my wall.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Let me tell you some more things that I'm not really happy about. So I am happy that the weather is great these days, right? So I think we had 3 days of no rain here in Nashville, which was amazing because I live in the Pacific Northwest now.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna rain tonight, but we had 3 days of good rain. That was over the weekend too. I mean, we're all quarantined, so we couldn't really do anything. I mean, we took our walk around our neighborhood and we came back, and then I took a motorcycle ride. But with the good weather and all this rain that we've been getting, it means that my yard is a jungle again. And weeds are going freaking nuts. And guess what? You don't have to do in the fall and the winter. You don't have to take care of that stuff because they just die off. Right. And now everything's freaking going crazy. And so this weekend, like I waited basically a week too long to mow my lawn.
Yeah.
And it was like I was muscling through. Like,
get it done. Get it done.
Onion grass and like just all this stuff. I have to like do. And then I was like, I went into the shed. I realized, I never restocked on Weed Eater and stuff like that and Roundup from last season. So I was like, but I don't want to go to Home Depot because I don't want to be in the public, right? Nope. And then if I go to Amazon, it's like, oh yeah, sure, you can have this in June. Like we'll ship this to you in June. And I'm like, what is this? What is this life? So yeah, I don't miss doing that, but doing the yard work and doing weeding and stuff. Yeah, basically I woke up the next day and I'm like, my back hurts.
What have I done?
So bad from like constantly getting down on my knees and like weeding stuff and then standing up, then going back down, weeding stuff, filling up a whole big like paper thing of like all these weeds. I'm like, I don't miss this at all, dude.
You know what, Lyle? I think that summarizes the segment that we call Old Man and What Grinds Our Gears.
Yeah.
That's so that.
I also have to mention, because after all of the yard work and stuff like that, and because it was nice weather, I took a motorcycle ride, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. And I start going. I'm like no more than 10 minutes into this ride, and I'm going down just in my neighborhood. I'm not going far, right? A bee or a wasp, I'm not really sure, flies into my left jacket sleeve, can't get out, and starts stinging me like crazy. I got stung about 3 or 4 times on my forearm. You can't really see it. Like this whole area is like discolored, but basically like half my forearm just swelled up because I got stung so many times.
Oh my God.
And it was while I was riding and I couldn't take my hands off the handlebars and I was like, and so I pulled over.
That's so scary.
Like, I lift up my sleeve and I'm trying to get it out. It finally flies away. But like I was like, ride's over. Got to go home. It's been 10 minutes. Go home. I get back. Casey's like, what happened? Did you break down? Like, what's going on? Like, you don't usually come back this quickly.
You're like ragged.
And I'm like, I was like, I can't. And then she sees my arm. She's like, oh my God, what happened to you? You did an ice pack. I'm like, yeah, I did an ice pack. I'm rubbing like hydrocortisone on it. I'm taking Benadryl in the middle of the day.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
It was bad. And so, yeah, right now it's like the bruise is about this size now. It's like the swelling is like that size. It was half my forearm.
Oh my gosh.
Because I got stung so many times.
Yeah.
And I was like looking it up on like WebMD and stuff like that. And like, yeah, it's like this swelling and this like patch of like red skin of like itchy, hivey skin or whatever is gonna like, I have like another like 4 days of it or something like that.
Oh,
really crazy.
I just imagine, dude, I'm so glad you were safe coming off that, because on a motorcycle, that would be the worst, dude. You could have put that thing down. Talk about like the worst place for that to happen. Like
the worst place I mean, I was only going like maybe like 20 miles an hour because I was in residential streets in my neighborhood, right? So luckily this wasn't like on the highway or something.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
But and because everyone's quarantined, no one's on the road, right? So I was able to like quickly pull over and not get like rear-ended by somebody.
Imagine if someone, imagine if you pull over and there's like a group of people like sitting there with their dogs talking, and you're like, they're like, what's wrong? He's infected.
I'm sure people were,
like,
because it's like, I mean, that's all I do is like look out my window these days.
Right, and you're sitting there like this.
Yeah. Although speaking of which, there was like the day before this happened with the bee. One of our friends here, Whit, had a birthday, and somebody organized basically. It was basically like a 20-car caravan with a couple motorcycles, and we all just drove past his house slowly, honking our horns and like saying happy birthday.
Oh wow! Hey man, it's better than nothing, dude.
He just
that's
waved
nice.
from his porch. It was very nice.
Hey, that's our life now, dude. And you know, like The more and more I
That's
see
all
this,
right.
and the more and more people are wearing masks and
Yep.
face shields and like whole gear and like avoiding each other and like living in this new future. It like you see like cyberpunk 2172 or whatever date it is, and it's like now I'm starting to realize that these people who have like these cybergenic space masks with like ventilators in them and like super cool goggles with like heads up displays on them and stuff, maybe that didn't start just because technology advanced so much. It started doing that because of the way the world is, and people avoid,
dude.
and it's just madness out. And
Maybe in a year we all look like Bane, dude.
that's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
just
why?
have Bane masks.
Like, I know these creators are like, no, it's because the atmosphere is depleted. There's no more oxygen on Earth, and they live on other planets, and that's the only way you can breathe in these environments that are like this. It's like, no, it's actually because of like just the common, like just these viruses that are out, and people have to survive. And then what are you doing? You're going out and you're gun running and doing all this crazy futuristic stuff.
Yeah.
This is how it starts, dude. This is how we get to 2175. I mean, we're not going to be around in 2175, but
I don't know. Will we?
Maybe we will.
RoboCop style?
Maybe
they
this,
take our brains,
because we are
stick it in a machine, dude.
Yeah,
Ghost in the Shell, dude.
yeah, because we're fighting this super threat. We're fast forwarding medical technology dramatically, and then they just don't stop. Maybe they just they make ventilators, they make 1,000 mini, and then they go, no, we're gonna neck it, and then they make another ventilator. Then they're like, make another ventilator, and then they're like, we need to be faster, and then they find some way to fly, and then now we're flying, and then next thing you know, we're on other planets because we need to get away from this planet, and next thing you know, in 20 years, we're like, we've taken over other planets, we have spaceships because
it's gonna be, you know what it's gonna be? Like, who's gonna develop this technology? It's gonna be a collaboration between Tesla and Dyson, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Elon Musk and like all these people are gonna be like, let's go. Let's fast forward this thing. Let's get involved. Like GM stops making cars and they start making hovercrafts because this is the life we live now, and this is how we have to live.
This is how we have to live.
See, so I mean, yeah, we're in a hard time right now, but it may be fast forwarding our technology.
I mean, is it going to be that, or is it going to be Ready Player One, dude?
Oh, we all live
where we stop making everything.
We stay quarantined always.
Oh, we just plug in, dude.
Dude, maybe that gets fast forwarded. I mean, that's what we're kind of playing. We're playing in these digital environments, and this might fast forward the VR lifestyle. I think more that way.
We have no names, man. We have no names.
Yeah, or I think it's like that, or it's like Caprica. It's like a mix between Ready Player One and Caprica. Which I don't know if you ever watched Caprica.
Ready Player One, but it's Animal Crossing. I'm gonna get my peaches.
Well, no, it's I don't know if you've seen the Animal Crossing
first
things.
First the peach, first of the egg.
You go and you shake a tree and you get stung by bees just like you did in your motorcycle, except it's virtual, but it still stings you in your hypergenic suit or whatever it's called.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, because it's like if you're in your hypergenic suit, dude, and you got a backpack full of tarantulas that you just got.
It's like
you can feel it. You can feel them.
You're like, too virtual, too realistic.
too realistic.
I love it because it feels immersive, but I hate it.
I miss it.
The immersion's amazing.
The immersion.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be, dude. You're right. It's going to go Ready Player One meets Caprica, and that's what we're going to be living our lives soon. I mean, we're steps away, dude. I'm in my room, you're in room, we're playing card games, we're doing this. This is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm trying to put a positive spin on the madness that is the world right now, but maybe it fast forwards the VR thing. I don't know. I didn't think about that. Something to think on while we have time to think, right? We have a lot of time to think.
We have time to think.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's that. We went from old men grinding gears
I was like, does remember a while ago? I mean, I don't even know if this still exists. Does Second Life still exist?
No, I don't think Second Life still exists. No, yeah. Okay.
It's
like kind of like the Sims.
That was like a while ago, right?
Yeah, the massive. Weren't we like? Let me see. Second Life.
Was that what it's called?
SecondLife.com. It's still there. No, it's still around.
Oh, it's still around?
Yeah, it's still around. Yeah, you can't touch your face in real life. Yeah.
Oh, you can. You touch your face in real life.
Oh, if you touch your face in game, you touch your face in real life. Right? It changed. Yeah, Second Life is it's still around. Still around, dude. Still around. You can download the app. You can get into Second Life. We can get millions of other residents in world. Yeah, did they bring this to virtual reality? I think they did. It looks like it did. I'm not clicking into this site because I don't want to get too deep into this hole, but Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's
around.
that's gonna be in your search history. Then they're gonna give you all these recommendations.
Oh, I
dude.
know. I'm gonna have to do it. I don't have any VR. I can't. VR makes me want to vomit, so I can't do it.
VR, yeah, it makes me feel funny.
I
don't like
can't do
it.
it. I get
Yeah.
sick real fast. All right, let's get into some epic card game. That's called Grind
This
My
is why
Gears.
we'll
with
never
Lyle.
survive, dude. We're gonna be weeded out of the population.
They are, dude. We can't handle VR. We're gonna be left to the real world. You're right. We're gonna be left to the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna like have some weird nickname for us people that can't do VR, right? We'll be stuck in the real world having to fix the VR machines, right?
Maybe we're called the fixed. Maybe we're the unfixed. Yeah, we're the unfixed, the unburnt. We're the they're one of the unfixed, and we live down in like it's like Blade Runner, and we live down in the dark.
The bad eyes, dude.
We live in the old world, which is now, but they consider it old world, where it's always rainy and dark, and we wear we have some cybernetic gear, but it's really not that good. It's old school cybernetic gear.
It's It's like decades prior. It's always
like
down.
real old. There's always steam around. It's always foggy, and there's a lot of ramen shops.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
Yeah, ramen shops, dude.
Yeah, look at these non-virtual losers.
It was like, or is it Taco Bell, like Demolition Man?
Oh, Taco Bell just owns everything.
Taco Bell just wins all, and we just eat taco pills all day. We use the 3 seashells, you know.
Yeah.
Solve that toilet paper problem completely. 3 seashells.
We're just old. We're the OGs. Maybe they just call us OGs. Yeah. And it goes from being really cool to be an OG to being real bad to being an OG. Like that term just kind of switches over and goes like, yo, they're the OGs. And they're like, oh, God, got to get rid of those guys. But yeah, there, guys. There you go.
Can you tell that none of our mods are in the chat?
Yeah, they're not telling us to do anything.
Off the rails.
They're telling us to play a game. That's right. Well, okay, so back to Epic Card Game, guys. Woo! The free game from White Wizard Games. Those who make Hero Realms. They make Star Realms. So the other reason I want to get into it, one, Lyle hasn't played it yet. 2, I played it on air once on release day, and then I played it a bit off air with Bill I am, who's not in chat, which I hope he comes in. We started digging into it. I like the way Lyle described it at the beginning, that it's almost like a magic light. It is like a magic light, but the other element I'll add, and maybe this, I don't know if you realize this, Lyle, that each card is super powerful. It's like, and you only have 1 mana ever per turn, right? Which is 1 coin. They call it gold.
Yeah.
But so the cards that have a coin are usually the really good cards, but the ones that don't are still really good cards. And as you play these decks, like I don't even know, like everything's available to everybody. This isn't like a pay to win game. You have every card and can make every deck that is available, right? So everyone has access to every powerful card and can put everything in that they want. I've never done the deck building thing. I've always done just the random drafty stuff and give me a deck type stuff because I haven't had time to get into it. But when you play this, I'll say this out there from what I've done with Bill, and just let you know, when we play our game, it's generally going to be, I do a thing and go, haha, this guy is going to destroy you, and then you play something more ridiculous, and I go, what? Okay. And then so that destroys my thing.
Will it be epic?
Yes, it'll be epic. So that's kind of the way the game is. Magic Light, but this was designed, the good folks over at White Wizard Games were Magic the Gathering like pros, and they designed this game to make it not a pay-to-win game. It's completely free. The only thing you pay for in this game is if you want to enter like the tournaments, which I think they've been building up, and you buy tickets to enter the tournaments to win prizes and stuff. So I want to get into it, dude. But before we do that, I do want to promote the fact that we are doing a giveaway. Speaking of the digital world we're living in, we started playing Charterstone Digital Edition last week with Dan Patrice. We're going to be doing this
last
again.
Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday. We're going to be doing this again on April 2nd with Dan Patrice. We'll have that promo start going out soon. But we're doing a digital giveaway, woo, courtesy of Akram Games. Akram Games, yeah. We still have a key we're giving away, guys. Be sure you enter to win this in chat. If you're watching this post-stream, you can still jump into our Twitch chat while we're offline and enter, or you can head to streamelements.com/critcamp, use your crits, buy some tickets, win a copy of the game digitally. I'm looking forward to playing it again. They fixed the bugs we ran into. We will be honest, we did run into bugs with that game. It was release day. But they fixed them, and
there was a patch I saw that my Steam updated when I opened that up.
Yep.
So I haven't jumped back in to see if it actually worked, but I know that we sort of emailed our contact over there at Akram, and they said that they were aware of all the things that we were experiencing
and more,
and they were working on it. Yeah. So whether or not the patch was able to address those, I know that they had a slew of stuff that the community has told them
on Steam and
is
otherwise,
wrong. And they have released a patch to fix a bunch of those bugs.
So that game, I actually see they pushed another patch today. Even I see it's queued
they
for
did.
update
Okay.
on my
so
Steam
two
client.
patches. So 2 patches in, which is good to see. Developers are pushing those patches
on Monday. So it's good. So be sure you guys check that game out. It's available for purchase now.
Check the game out. Get in on the giveaway. You just have to be a follower here on Twitch to get in on it. Your first ticket's free if you're new. So if you're a follower of the camp on Twitch, just throw !ticket in chat. Get your first ticket for free. You can get up to 100 tickets, and each ticket is 10 crits. So if you want to go all in, that's 1,000 crits. So you can get in there like that way. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching the VOD later, you can go, like Chris mentioned, streamelements.com/critcamp. The link at the bottom of the screen right there is how you can do it that way if you're not in chat.
That's right. And we'll be playing that Thursday, April 2nd at 7:30 this week with Dan Patrice again to continue
with Dan, the Tabletop Man.
It's gonna be fun.
And you don't have to be at the stream at the giveaway when we break it to win. So we will contact you if you were the winner.
Lyle, it's time for some epic card game.
It is time for some epic digital. I do want to do some more accounting things here. Chris has 70 burpees. I have 10 push-ups that we have to do at some point.
I said, right now. And as I said at the beginning during my angry old man rant, my arms don't work right now.
Yeah.
So I will try to get some in if I recover
on that a little bit. But I know people get a little testy if they think that we're just slowly deleting those. It's like, no, I still have it. I still have a record of it. All right. Yeah. So, we're going to jump into Epic. Guys, this is a free to play game. The whole thing is free. And because it's for free, the UI is a little, it's not the most polished thing I've ever seen.
You don't like it? You don't think the UI is polished? I think, so here's the thing I think about the UI.
Well, you know what? I think it's very basic.
It's very mobile based.
Just the menus.
Well, it's very similar to Star Realms. It's pretty much the same outline as Star Realms. We're going to play online. But what's funny is if you go into some of the settings and stuff, they basically ported everything over from their mobile design to their Steam design. So I didn't play that. I played this on the mobile version last time. If you go in here, you still have the option to, I believe, enable show in-game battery indicator. I hope my computer is not running on a battery at the moment.
Sweet. If
my PC is on a battery, we're in trouble. I am on Steam version right now. I am on Steam. You can get this for
It's okay. I'm not so into how these boxes look and stuff like that, but like for a free game,
free game. What can you have? You don't have to buy anything, which is pretty sick. So, but I will say, because this is also cross-platform and everything too, it's very similar to the likes of like Ascension, Star Realms, stuff like that, where you can do a game that lasts forever. And what is this thing? Oh, I don't know. That's a quest. You can do a game that lasts forever, so it is turn-based. So it's going to be waiting for things to happen, and we just got to remember, the biggest thing is, remember if you're not doing anything to hit in turn or pass. Otherwise, we'll be sitting here going, because we kept doing that with Bill, where your turn was over, and you're like, I'm done. And then I would be sitting there for hours, and then hit Bill up in Discord and be like, you going to take your turn? He's like, you didn't hit in turn. And I'm like,
well, I do that on the Crucible all the time.
Or the Crucible, I do it.
I do the Crucible all the time. I always forget. Yeah.
So I do have to remember how to invite you to a game. I think we may have to be friends.
Okay. Yeah, my username is Moscato, so I just registered for this thing.
Okay, so let's just go with a random.
Yeah, and that's
30.
the other thing, guys. If you want online, if you have an Epic account, you can just sign into that. I didn't, so I had to register it.
Should we go maybe beginner, or should we go 48-hour game?
I'm a complete noob.
I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay, this is online stuff. I'm trying to remember how to invite a person to a game on here. Play versus a deck builder store. There's no friends list yet, so play online. I believe you go to new game.
New game. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to beginner. I'm gonna choose one. So you have good, evil, sage, wild. These are the different houses or factions or whatever. Yeah. They'll have their own little thing. I'm gonna go evil.
Okay.
I'm going to leave Q. No, because that's putting me in for random matching. How do we...
challenge. What about challenge down there?
Challenge? Oh, yep. You're right. Here it is. Yep. Let's go to my friends list. Billiam is my only friend.
Billiam, yep.
So I'm going to add you. What was your name?
Moscato.
Please type in a player's name to challenge. Okay. Moscato. Garo.
Moscaro.
Are you sure you want to add Moscato to your friends list? Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see if
you're there now. Challenge. Okay, I challenged you.
Do I get the challenge?
Maybe if I select a thing. There we go. Challenge has been sent. Waiting for opponent. I chose evil.
Oh, waiting response. Accept.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, so I get to choose a faction.
Yeah. So you get to choose one of those 4. I'm not going to go too deep into them, guys, as I did this in the first episode where we played through the long running tutorial campaign mode, which is pretty fun. I recommend it for a 1-player experience, and it helps you really like learn everything, which is really nice.
Loading game. Okay.
Okay, loading game.
Here we go.
I'm waiting for opponent. Let me know when you're in.
I'm waiting for opponent. Okay.
Are you in the same screen?
I clicked in the game, yeah.
I might have to back out and jump back over.
You can't click that game?
Nope. Let me jump
Okay,
back here. No, you stay in the game. It's my move. Okay, here I go. I had to wait for you.
No, it's your turn. Opponent resolving an effect.
Okay, here we go.
My opponent is resolving an effect.
Yep, I just had to back out, back
Okay,
out.
and I'm going to not look at yours. Hold on. I'm going to minimize some stuff here. So I don't look at your stuff. And, all right.
Yeah, so you can't see my hand of cards you don't even know. Okay.
Hey, Reld, what's up? Reld and Volps.
Okay, so
Reld pops in right now because he doesn't like watching our banter anymore while he's on the exercise bike.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. So we're going to be... So for every... so you can draw cards for every... Your mulligan works. You lose a health for each card chosen when you mulligan, by the way.
Okay.
So I'm going to look through here, and there's a lot of keywords, guys. If you guys have any questions, just ask. A lot of them you'll see.
Oh my God, there's why do these cards have like a million keywords on them already?
And a lot of this has to do with knowing your deck and the way each faction kind of works. It's kind of similar to Keyforge, or not Keyforge, but Magic strategy, where like evil plays out of your discard pile a lot. You know, like basically like black. You know, green is like big monster dudes like dinosaurs and stuff like that. Good is kind of like a paladin light class, you know, where you're gonna build up dudes and make combos like that. Flying stuff. You know, so it's very similar to Magic. So we're gonna be relearning a lot of stuff in this first game, guys. And Lyle's never played, so. Banish also isn't removed from game. It's just put to the bottom of your draw pile. Just so you know, that's the most confusing thing to me.
Yep.
Airborne is flying. Ambush is... You may play a champion with ambush anytime you're allowed to play an event. Blitz means you can just like go immediately, I believe, when deployed.
Yeah, Blitz is like... yeah.
Tribute is when a champion or tributors play, you gain the effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tribute's like an instant ability. Yeah, so we'll get used to it.
Tribute's a play effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
On play.
I'm just going to hit done. Because I forget how to like really start off my turn.
So
here.
choose any number of cards and put them on the bottom of your deck. Draw that many. Okay, this is... I see. I'm saying. This is the mulligan thing.
And there's an ally ability. The ability triggers when you play a coin card of the listed alignment. Free cards do not trigger ally abilities.
What's crazy is I can't read my cards while I'm choosing to throw them back.
You have to right click it.
Oh, okay. It's like
you're just learning. You're learning the UI. Yeah, you right click a card to, and then you can cycle through with the arrows.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna not throw anything back.
Okay. Yeah, it was called haste when I played Magic. Exactly, and I think it was called
haste. Yeah.
Instant or something like that. So I'm waiting on opponent here.
Yeah.
You banter, yeah, a little bit.
Wait, so your main phase is the only time you can play champions without ambush. Your turn, main phase, gold. Okay, so this is actually my turn now.
Yep, it's your turn.
We did the mulligan.
It's your main phase. Yeah, so you can play creatures now, play events now. You have one coin. You always have one coin. I have
one coin, okay, so I can't play a bunch of stuff.
And remember, that always refreshes at the beginning of your turn. So even though it's your turn, you're kind of leading here. I have a coin to use throughout this turn, and then it will refresh at the beginning of my start. So it's beneficial to use your coin when you can.
Got it.
Otherwise, you waste it, right?
All right, so we are going to play... I'm going to play Avenging Angel. She's got Ambush.
So you chose good, I assume. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this means that she's airborne, so she's flying, meaning I have to attack with flying. While this card is expended, you may not be attacked. So while she's been used, so you're going to attack me with her, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So then I get a chance, because this is my blocker. So you're doing an airbalk attack. This is an attack event phase, where I can use things like events, or things with ambush, I believe, or blitz. Yeah, I believe ambush lets me. Anytime you're allowed to play an event. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Bye,
Yeah.
boo, bye, boo. She's back.
Yeah, and the main thing that we're doing, guys, is to get our health down to 0.
Yeah, that's it. That's the win condition.
That's how
Kill the other
that's
player.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play an event card called Evil Demon Event. Now I could draw 2 cards or break target champion. The player's turn it is puts a demon token into play. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna target you, blam, destroy you, you get a demon.
Break, and then I get this guy, demon token.
So it's still my turn. I can keep playing cards. So I'm actually gonna play this Guilt Demon out. Let's see. And when I play him because of his tribute, I can banish a target card in any discard pile. So all this is really going to do is I'm going to target your angel and put her at the bottom of your draw pile.
Okay.
That's not like removed from the game. And now
Got it.
it's opponent
Guilt
attack
Demon.
event phase. Now this has a lot of, it's going to look like we have a lot of phases, guys, but you'll see they're very consistent. Like they're not too crazy. It just takes getting used to. It's a new game. So I'm flying now.
Oh, weird.
And you're and so
Okay,
these
so you have this guy out now. He's a 3/2.
Yeah, and because he's Z,
And he's
you're exhausted.
airborne.
Right.
Okay. He's airborne. Wait, ambush is, and then blitz is what? Okay. So 3/2. I've got summoning sickness.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
this dude.
You're exhausted. at the
And
moment. So you used your coin, I used my coin on my defensive phase, if you will. So since I missed all the banter, can we do it again? Yeah, sure. You just missed old guys grind. What grinds our gears today? Segment
what
Rel.
grinds our gears? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna play. Oh wait, hold on. What is this? What the heck is
Wow,
this?
exploring the good. Like I said, Lyle, there's cards in here where you're like, this
Oh, I
card is
see.
nuts. Like, but just remember, every card is nuts. An epic card. A la my inner demon. Break target champion and get a demon. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I see. I guess we're gonna play this guy then.
Okay.
Why can't I play this guy? Oh, I don't have a coin, dude.
Nope, you used your coin to play your angel.
But I thought I get a refreshed coin every turn.
It's still your turn. It's still your enemy turn main phase. You didn't attack, so it goes. You get 2 main phases. So you had a main phase and then you attacked me. I had a chance to counter that and I did. So then it goes back to you for your main phase. You now can play cards that cost nothing.
Oh,
Or
I
pass.
see.
Or play event cards or anything like that as you will. And then
Okay.
you can pass. If you have nothing to do, you just hit pass.
I'm gonna show